Hello guys, this is Prince Kenya back again today with another video, and I'm here so that I can discuss today about how I fail my ASVAB test. So keep tuned, watch this video till the end, and I believe and know that you will learn one or two things, or you will get encouraged or motivated. And it's my request to those people who haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, please kindly, I just request you humbly to consider subscribing for me, and may God bless you. So this is the story of my life. So on March 15, that's when I considered joining the military. Although the desire and the desire for me to join the military started like from many years ago, even before I came in the US. But when I relocated here, I came here in the US on February 27. So after arriving here, the next thing that I did is, I explained in another video, is to find my way to the recruiter's office. So I went to Google. After going to Google, I searched the number of a recruiter that is near me, and you know what? I got a number, contacted that number, and the person that I talked to was a very kind person, was a very willing person to help, and the person told me that, you know what, I'm gonna come for you, because I just texted the number and told the person that I'm interested in joining the military, but I'm in this address, but I don't have a way that I can come to your office for an appointment or whatever, things like that. So the recruiter himself just came for me. He came and picked me up. We went to the office, but to my shock, it was not the Navy recruiter, although my interest was to join the Navy. So at first I went to the Army recruiter. You know what? When I took the number from Google, I didn't know whether the number belongs to the Navy recruiter or to the Army recruiter. Myself, I just took the number because I knew nothing or anything about the recruiter, that every branch has its own recruiter. So myself, I just thought that all the branches usually use the same recruiter. So I went to the Army recruiter. I went to the Army recruiting office. I talked to the Army recruiter. He talked to me nicely. He told me about the benefits of joining the Army, specifically the branch of the Army. And you know what? He gave me a PCAT, now the practice test, for me to do to weigh where my knowledge, to weigh my knowledge of where I am in education matters. So I did the PCAT, and you know what? I got 27. But he told me now the thing is, we need to start the process, but I still need to learn more or to work on my studies, because there is another exam that's gonna come. I didn't know anything to do with the ASVAB score or with the ASVAB exam. Myself, I didn't know anything, you know. So he told me that because I get 27 and the minimum score to join to enlist in the Army, they need 31, the AFQT, they need 31 minimum of 31 score. So he told me that I need to go and work hard and study. So he connected me and created me an account in an app or a website that is called March to Success. I'll try to find the link and attach it here. But you know what? So after I was done with the Army recruiter, so I just went home and we decided, and then the Army recruiter asked me that once I feel that I'm good now, I can go back to the office to do the PCAT, the practice test again. I will let him know. But you know what? I felt so happy because I saw that's like an advantage for me, because my interest from the word go, or from the beginning, was to join the Navy. So once after going out of the Army recruiter, I didn't go back again to the Army recruiter, because now I texted and contacted the Navy recruiter. We scheduled an appointment. I went to the Navy recruiter. I remember it was on March 15. That is the one that was on March 15. So about the Navy, I had done myself a lot of researches. So I even didn't want a lot of explanation, but the recruiter was so nice. She explained to me a lot of stuff about joining the Navy and stuff like that. So the same day, or the same way, she gave me a PCAT, the practice test, and you know what I got? I got 35, and the minimum score to join the Navy, the AFQT. The AFQT, they were requiring to join the Navy for me to get the 31. So the Navy recruiter was so happy, and she told me that now she can try to book me an appointment with MEPS, so that I can go at MEPS and do the main exam, that is the ASVAB. But because I had no documents, there are some documents that I was missing for because I told you to join the military, you need to be a citizen or you need to be a permanent resident. So myself, I'm a permanent resident, but I still had not gotten my green card. My green card was in process, so I had to wait. I had to go back in my home and to wait until I get a green card. So my recruiter just told me, go and try to study for your ASVAB score, because if you pass, not only realisting in the Navy, but you will still get a good career. But you know what? Myself, I think I'm that kind of a person. I think I was, but by that time, because I didn't bother about anything. So I just went back in my home, continued with my life. I was working at a warehouse by that time, and I forgot everything about that. I have an exam that will come because I was waiting for green card, as I'm waiting for my I was waiting for my green card so that I can go and continue with the process. So days went by, and on June, that's when I received my green card and decided to contact my recruiter again so that I can continue with my process. So on June, I remember, probably June 15, so I went to recruiter's office. I'm not sure about the specific date. I went to the recruiter's office again. I had to redo the practice test again, and at that time I got 36. At that time I got 36. Now the second time from the Navy recruiter, and now she had now to try and book me an appointment at MEPS. So she got a opening on date 29. So on date 29, I remember it was on Wednesday. And my recruiter kept on pushing me, try to study for your ASVAB. Even today I still have the charts that my recruiter was talking to me and urging me to study and to work hard for my ASVAB. So on date 29, I remember it was on Wednesday. I was so excited. My recruiter came and picked me because I had no means of transport by that time. So she came and picked me, and we went for MEPS. So at MEPS, I found other guys who were there. They were still excited with a lot of feeling, mixed up feeling, because we were not talking much, by the way, but some of them whom we could engage. Some of them you could ask a person and he or she was okay waiting for the exam. Or for yourself, you haven't studied anything, so you are just there waiting for an exam that you haven't studied. So what did it went? So it came a time for us to do the exam. So I just sat there for 3 hours doing for the exam. Let me tell you something. I was seeing some like things that I have never seen in this one. Not that I didn't study, but myself, I didn't study here in America. So there are a lot of subjects that I had not done from my country. So, but there are this overall, the AFQT that qualifies a person to join the military, that they were just the same thing with the one that I had done in my country. So I just did my exam like for 3 hours continuously. Let me tell you something. Failing to study affected me terribly, because I was seeing some new things that I have never seen, or some question I could see that this question I'm sure I know the answer, but because I didn't refresh up myself, I could not remember anything. So there were like mathematics and literature. For literature, I was good because myself from long time ago I usually loved literature. So for literature, it didn't affect me, but mathematics, even in my high school, I didn't perform well in my high school. I didn't perform well in mathematics subject in my high school. You know what? So I was done with the exam, and it was now my time to wait for the result. So after I was done with the exam, by the way, I remember I was like among the two last people to do that exam. Other people, like, they completed to do the exam. Myself with another girl, we were only the two of us that were left there. So by the time that I was coming out of that exam room, let me tell you, the way I was feeling my head, I was feeling like oh my God, like my head was very heavy, because I could not tell you about even how, because I had a lot of expectation, and I had a lot of willingness like to do it and to pass, but now the exam was like disappointed me, because I saw what I didn't expect. So I went over there. So after I was done, so I went there where we were seated before in front desk. So you know what? The moment that I just went there and let them know that I have finished, the officer or wherever, he told me, you know what? Your recruiter is here, and she wants to talk to you. I asked myself, who does the recruiter want to tell me? And again, in my heart, I knew that automatically that is not a good sign. that the recruiter wanted to talk to me, I knew that in my heart that's not a good sign. So I assessed in my heart that I have failed. So I was asked to give out I was asked to give out the badge that is I had been given, that was written Navy. I returned the badge, and you know what? I had to go outside and met with my recruiter. So I was so sad. Even I didn't have the energy to ask my recruiter about how the score that I got, but my recruiter was so nice. She talked to me. She told me that don't worry, that's how it goes. It was just your first time, even you have tried. You know what? So that's when I asked her what I got for the first time, and she told me that you got 25. I got the AFQT. I got 25 points. Whereby she told me if at all I could get like 26, at least it could help, because they could consider and enlist me with the 26. So I got 25, but the minimum requirement was 31, but I just got to the 26. So I felt so bad. I had to go back in my home. The thing that made me to feel so bad is because on June this year 2022 they had a big bonus, enlistment bonus of 2500. They had a 2500. So I just imagine that I have just missed 2500 for the enlistment bonus. So I just went back in my apartment. My recruiter took me back to my apartment. I just went inside my apartment, and by there, let me tell you something, and for sure I really cried that night. I'm a man and I don't cry, or men are strong, but that night I really cried. I remember even the following day, because I had taken 2 days off from my workplace. I had taken, because my recruiter had told me, you will go to the MEPS to do the ASVAB, then they will take you to the hotel, so that the following day you can wake up and continue with the process. But now I have failed. The same day that I did the MEPS, even I didn't have to go to the hotel. My recruiter just took me back to my home. So I felt so sad, by the way. I really cried that night, imagining that I have missed the bonus, imagining that I was excited that I'm going to start a new career in my life, because I was tired of doing the warehouse job. It was nice, but I was tired. I wanted to do something different in my life, and now here I'm imagining I have to go back again to the same warehouse job, and the way I had a lot of expectation. So the thing is, I and my recruiter, now the recruiter talked to me and told me, now the thing is, last time I used to tell you to study, but you took it like a joke, but this time you need to take it serious. By then, from that time, because there is a proverb that says, once beaten, twice shy. So I had to learn from my own lesson, and I had to dedicate myself now to study. So that's when I downloaded a certain app in my phone. It's a free app. This is the only app that I used to do. Although there is an online material that you can study, there is a lot of, there is that website that is called March to Success. I don't know whether, because of, I can try to pin the link in my description box or in my comment box. And there's another app here. I don't know whether you can see it. There is an app here, this one that you are seeing with the star. It's called this one, ASVAB. It's called the ASVAB. You see, so I used to study through this app. There is arithmetic, assembling object, Autoshop, general science, mathematical knowledge, paragraph knowledge. And by the way, let me tell you this: the good thing about this app, ASVAB app, it's free, by the way. Although there is another online material that you can buy, there is another website, there is another tutor. You hire them so that they can teach you and help you out to study. Okay, for me, I don't care whichever way you will use, but for me, I just use this one because it's simple for me. I dedicated myself to be reading this app 2 hours every day. The day that I could not make it to read 2 hours, I could make sure, but the weekend, because I had a day off on Sunday, I could make sure on Sunday I read like 5 hours, so that I can recover the hours on the weekdays that I didn't study. So the thing is, once you fail the ASVAB the first time, you have to wait for another 1 month for you to retake the ASVAB. Once you fail the ASVAB for the first time, you have to wait for another 1 month for you to retake the ASVAB. Once you fail again the second time, you have to wait another 1 month for you to retake the ASVAB. Myself, I didn't want to fail the second time, because once you fail the second and the third time, now you have to wait for 6 months for you to detect the ASVAB. I kept on studying, and I remember I used to send my recruiter every Friday. I used to send my recruiter the notes that I have studied and stuff like that. So I dedicated myself to it. I gave them all my best, and I give it all I can. And I remember on August 2nd, that's when I went again back to MEPS, and I did again the ASVAB. And you know what? This time I was so lucky, because I had already learned, so I didn't see a lot of new stuff, because once proper preparation prevents poor performance, and failing to plan is planning to fail. So this time I was already prepared. This time I had already planned myself. And you know what? I went again, did the exam, the second time, and this time, even by the time that I edited the exam, I was feeling happy, I was feeling excited. I knew that this time automatically I have passed. So this time when I went to the front desk and let them know that I'm done, they told me just wait there for a bus to come and pick you to go for a hotel. And my heart was overjoyed to know that this time I have made it. Although I didn't know the score that I got. Later on, that's when I went to the hotel, that's when I asked my recruiter how I got. And you know what? I didn't pass very well, but at least I qualified to join the military because I got 38 from 25. Last time I got 25. I had to wait for 1 extra month to study to retake the ASVAB. Now the second time I got 38 and enlisted and shipped into boot camp within 2 weeks. I remember it was on that August, the time that I went to do the ASVAB the second time, and shipped in 23rd of the same month of August. And I'm here now continuing with my life. So the reason to have decided to make this video is because failure is not fatal. Fail means first attempt in learning, first attempt in learning. So whenever you fail, there is this way that a person feels like that you are not worthy. Some people even they get stressed, because let me tell you something, like the way I felt the first time, I was so stressed because I knew that I'm going to join the military. This is something that was inside my heart. This is something that I was dedicating myself to it. And now here comes, I have done the exam, the Armed Forces Qualification Test, the AFQT, I have failed. So the thing is, failure is not fatal. We are all born differently. There are some of us that were born but we are slow runner. There are some that are fast runner. But all in all, that I usually say that if you believe in yourself, if you don't give up, if you keep on trying, our main goal is to succeed. No matter how long it will take for you to get there, but your main goal is to succeed. So for a person that is watching me right now, I know there are some who are here in the US. They have tried the ASVAB and they have failed. Don't give up, my darling. Don't give up, my dear. Let me tell you something. That one does not determine your wisdom. You are wiser than the score that you got. You are wiser than the score that you got in the ASVAB. If you judge a fish by its capability to climb a tree, you will live to say that the ship is full, but the fish is not full. Because if you judge the monkey to swim, it's okay. Every person has a place you shall do and perform well than the other places. Every person has an area that he or she is gifted. But every person, we are all born different. There is an area that a person is gifted more than the other person. Some of us in our education, we have to push ourselves more than the others. We have to dedicate ourselves more than the others. You know, and we are here. By the way, as I said that, the main thing is for us to succeed, no matter how long it takes, no matter the way we take. So the thing that I'm gonna advise you is that try to dedicate yourself into it. Try to learn to give it all you can. Try to learn your mistake and know your mistake. If at all it's mathematics that you don't qualify best, give it all your attention. Give it all you can. Give it 10 over 10. And with good faith, and with hard working, and with determination, let me tell you something. One day you will make it, and one day you will come maybe to make a video like this. And even if you don't make a video like this, you will also encourage another person that will fail the ASVAB test of if you're in another thing, because it's not only about the ASVAB. Failure is not fatal, and I believe that when you fail, it's like you have been told a no, and no means next opportunity. So dedicate yourself to it. Be reading this. Be doing some practice and some study like every day. Give it like 2 to 3 hours. And you know what? If at all you can get a tutor, go well and good. Connect with a tutor. If at all you can't get a tutor like me, because I had to do it by myself, and I just passed. I did it by myself, learning by myself, try to understand and to do research of the problem and where the place that I'm weak, and I did it. So I just wish you all the best, guys. So for the person that maybe you went to the MEPS and failed the ASVAB, that is not the end. You still have a time, you still have a chance. And one thing that I will tell you in this life, as far as you still have a chance to try, because try until there is no any other more chance to try, that you will say one day, I did it my best and I gave it all I can, but it was not meant to go through, because it is what it is, and whatever was meant to be, automatically one day it will come to be. So when if at all you still have a chance to retry again that ASVAB, retry again and take it again. One day you will meet yourself in the happiness, maybe wearing the uniform of the Navy, of the Army, of the Air Force, or wherever, and you will say, truly the journey was not easy, but I made it, and you will be strong. You will start as a strong person, to be a motivation and an inspiration to other people in the world, that it is possible and it is doable. So that's all about it, guys. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and if at all you know this video can motivate, encourage, or inform another person, consider sharing, and may God bless you. Bye bye and see you. You are born to win, you are born to win, you are born to win. You are a winner.